Dear students, welcome to the lecture of Talent Management. Today we'll be studying about Introduction to Talent Management, what talent management is and how it is giving competitive advantage to the organizations. And when we talk about giving competitive advantages to the organizations, so we must know that how talent management is different from recruitment. When we say identification, selection, development, and retention of superkeepers. Now, what superkeepers are? Superkeepers are a very small group of individuals who have demonstrated superior accomplishments, have inspired others to attain super accomplishments, and who embody the core competencies and values of the organization. Their loss or absence severely retards organization growth because of their disproportionality, powerful impact on current and future organization performance. Well, there is a saying of Mr. Bill Gates that take our 20 best people away from us, and I can tell you that Microsoft would be an unimportant company. So is the value of talented employees in an organization. So what is talent? Talent refers to a natural reoccurring pattern of thought, feeling, or behavior that can be productively applied. Talent is a natural thing that exists within the people. People's talent can be inborn, whereas skills and knowledge can be acquired through learning and practice. Now, when we talk about talent management, or like what talent all includes, so it includes skills, knowledge, intelligence, experience, ability to learn and grow, judgment, attitude, character, perseverance, and self-motivation. So when we talk about like how talent management is gonna to influence and give competitive advantage to the organizations, so talent management is a unified strategy designed to help organizations make the best possible use of their human capital now and in the near future, to use their human capital to help meet the organization's vision and to ensure the maximum return from their talent by creating an attractive organizational culture that encourages happiness and commitment. So when we talk about talent management, in past, HR struggled to convince business leaders to invest their time and money in talent management. But today, the challenge is not just whether to invest resources in talent management, but also how to identify what talent management practices provide the greatest return, where leaders can most effectively spend their time developing people, and how to drive greater consistency, integration, and alignment of talent practices with the business strategy. So talent management is a complex discipline encompassing a wide array of programs and processes. For such initiatives to be successful, a concrete talent strategy must serve as a constant guide, providing direction for how the organization will acquire, develop, and retain employees, while always reflecting the key business goals of the organization. And successful companies embed their talent strategy into the overall strategic planning process, integrating individual programs and practices to ensure they are all driving towards the same set of objectives. For example, McDonald's and the Hewitt top companies, they have designated talent management and leadership development as one of its top priorities. So now when we talk about talent management, a solid talent management strategy will address 4 critical areas. These are often referred to as 4 pillars of talent management, which is recruitment, performance management, and learning and development, retention. Recruitment, which is talent acquisition, performance management or talent engagement, learning and development, which is talent development, and retention is talent retention. In order for a talent management strategy to exist, there must first be talent. So recruitment is creating the strategy where companies and organizations work to attract talented people who can be converted into employees. So organizations have to make their strategy. They have to attract that pool towards the organization so as they can have the best skills for their organization. Then, talent engagement or performance management. Once hired, talent is expected to perform at a high standard. It includes the way in which HR measures and improves performance. Common procedures include performance reviews, one-to-one meetings, reward and recognition programs. Learning and development or talent development is an integral part of talent management. This includes everything from ongoing training to learning during the employee life cycle. It allows for workers to fine-tune and further develop the critical skills needed to meet their performance goals and to help the company complete its strategic goals. Talent retention, which is very, very challenging for HR or talent manager, it is defined as about keeping high-performing talent with the company or organization as long as possible. This leads to increased productivity and successful completion of strategic goals. So when we talk about talent management pillars, on the basis of these talent management pillars, talent management process gets embedded in the organization. And when we talk about talent management, a process, how it begins in the organization, so it has got various processes. And it has got various steps that are involved in those processes. It starts from workforce planning and it ends with retention. So workforce planning, it is the intentional and strategic projection and planning of access to talent, either internal or external, with the skills, knowledge, and behaviors essential for the achievement of organization's strategic objectives and goals. Once organization plans the workforce, then it is very much essential that organizations map the talent, that where talent is available. And it is not only available in the organizations, but organizations must look inside as well as outside the organizations so that the talent that will be needed to support growth in order to assess shortfalls or gaps. So as the organization pursues greater alignment between talent management and strategic planning, they begin to see increasingly greater value in talent mapping. You cannot achieve or have or attract talent to the organizations if you are not having a proper organizational branding. A career in the organization shall be more than a job. An employee shall take pride working for the organizations. Therefore, organizations must be recognized leader for professional development of the employee. Working for the organization must make a difference. Having built the brand for the organization, then it becomes very easy for organization to attract and hire key talent from outside for current and future organizational needs through competency-based advertising and interviewing efforts. The organization website shall also provide links to the most current applicant information and is to be the convenient and method for submitting an application for organization's team, which is followed by onboarding, the process of acclimating new employees and ensuring that they quickly feel at home, welcome, and valued by the organization. So this process enables new employees to become productive members of the organization who understand expectations for their job roles. Onboarding goes beyond traditional orientation programs, which focus primarily on education of new employees about organization policies, structure, and procedure. So it is a way ahead for talent management. Followed by strategic planning, it is a process of developing and implementing plans to reach an organization's long-term goals and objectives, because talent which we are acquiring for the organization has to be in the organization so as to achieve organization's long-term goals and objective. Talent management is not required only to fulfill the current demand of the organization. It is a roadmap to lead an organization from where it is now to where it would be like in coming 4 to 5 years. Performance management is a continuous ongoing process of communicating and clarifying job responsibilities, priorities, performance expectations, and development planning that optimize an individual's performance and aligns it with the strategic goals of the organizations. And for this, what organizations believe that 360-degree assessment is a tool through which management gets a feedback from the employees about the performance of the senior member. Then it goes into the role of development, both leadership as well as professional development. It is the intentional, goal-driven activity that enhances the quality of leadership abilities or attitudes within employees. It is process of establishing training goals and plans that link to individual goal attainment, career planning, and possible succession planning. Because ultimately you are trying to retain talent in the organizations, not only to fulfill current, future, but to have a succession planning in line. You can have talent in the pipeline. So this is the process, career planning. It is the process by which an organization structures the career progress of the employees. It is the process for identifying job opportunities of an employee within the organization structure and the sequential steps in education, training, and skills. It is very important that organization, when it gets talent for the organization, it is very important for the organization to recognize the efforts and recognize not only the efforts of the employee or the talent which is in the organization, but also to reward it. So it is a method by organization for acknowledging, honoring, encouraging, and supporting individuals and teams who contribute through behaviors, actions towards the success of organizations. Kindly note that behaviors and actions are very important when we talk about the performance of an employee or a resource in an organization. So compensation, the best method to reward a particular talent is compensation for the work accomplishments, contribution to the objectives of the organization, and increased skills and competencies in their jobs. That means when we talk about compensating talent management, we are not just compensating for what he is doing to the organization, what he's serving to the organization, but how he is upgrading his skills, how he has increased his skills, how has he gone better off in the competencies. So those all accomplishments should be rewarded. Succession management is a process for identifying and developing internal personnel with the potential to fill key or critical organizational positions. Succession management ensures the availability of experienced and capable employees that are prepared to assume these roles as they become available. And it is very important that employees who are in the organization, they should be engaged to the extent to which an employee is committed to the organization goals and values, motivated to contribute to organizational success, and is able at the same time to enhance his own sense of well-being. Finally, it is very challenging for organizations to retain, which is a systematic effort focused not only on retaining an organization's talented employees, but also to create and foster a welcoming work environment and high retention culture, which gives an organization an effective and efficient workforce and helps organization to become a great place to work. So this was all for this particular lecture. So I hope that this lecture will be helpful in learning about introduction of talent management. Please look forward to attending more such lectures. Thank you.